You're listening to the Murder Speaks podcast, the show that spills the tea about true crime. Here's your host, Wendy Hinbest.
Hey, welcome back to Murder Speaks with your host, Wendy.
And your co-host, Brent. As always, I am the voice of the listener, listening along for the first time with any questions and trying to clarify any issues that you guys might also experience. So that's my role.
Yep. So let's get started. So today's real crime story is about 24-year-old Alisha Canales-McGuire of Everett, Washington. Alisha was born to Manuel and Michelle Canales on October 29th, 1992. She grew up in Mount Vernon, Washington, alongside her four siblings, Amanda, Manny, Adriana, and Alegria. Alisha had a constant smile and warm demeanor. She was always ready to help and be there for her loved ones. Alisha worked as an aide at an assisted living facility. She was compassionate and formed close relationships with people. She recently got married and was trying to have a baby. September 20th, 2017, at 1:56 a.m., the live-in nanny called 911 because she discovered the children's aunt, Alisha Canales-McGuire, in a pool of blood near the front door of the house.
Okay, so Alicia's the girl that was is dead.
Yes.
And you said nanny. So her nanny or somebody else's nanny?
Her sister's nanny.
Her sister. Okay, so the nanny showed up. The live-in nanny showed up at the house No.
Of
Alicia's sister.
No, I haven't gotten into the whole story yet, but basically, Alisha was babysitting for her sister Amanda.
Yeah.
Her sister Amanda is away on a business trip,
right.
So Alisha was babysitting for her sister.
Yeah.
And it's a live-in nanny, so she lives there.
So she was already there.
She was already there.
Okay, so she just came up, I don't know, get something to eat and just saw her body.
I'll get to that.
Okay. Well, then she's dead. So then the nanny called the police.
911, what is your emergency?
She is lying in her own blood, and I don't know if I should transfer or not.
So we don't know if she's conscious or not?
No. I heard two pops and it woke me up.
If you look, can you tell if she's breathing or not?
No, she's not moving. I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, so now we've heard the phone call, the 911 call. So the nanny was sleeping downstairs. I guess it was like her night off or her day off or something. And so Amanda had her sister, Alisha, watching the kids. So hopefully the kids are okay. I guess we don't know at this point. And then the nanny heard the two gunshots, which woke her up and got her to come upstairs. Okay, so we're all caught up. Before we move on with the story, though, we wanted to let you guys know about our store, Crystal Kiss. That's Crystal with a K, crystalkiss.com, where we sell
women's true crime murder merch. We sell tank tops, hoodies, T-shirts, joggers.
And a hat.
And a hat, yes.
Yeah. Many different styles, mostly black and white colors. Most suitable for the genre. So go ahead and check it out. Look at your favorite style, the saying that calls to the interest that you have in true crime, and get it and let everybody know about your favorite show and about where your interest lies in true crime.
Exactly. And you can use discount code MURDER15.
And that gets you 15% off.
And if you're in the U.S.,
it's free shipping. Not free shipping anywhere else, I'm sorry, but free shipping to the U.S. only because the manufacturer is in the U.S. That's just how it works.
Yeah. So, even though you're outside of the States, the shipping doesn't cost that much, people.
Yeah, the shipping's relatively low, and the more items you buy, it brings the shipping aggregated cost down a little bit. So, yeah, go ahead and buy like 3 or 4 items all at once and save yourself some shipping costs.
Yeah, start killing it with Crystal Kiss.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of our shirts.
Okay.
Let's get back to the show.
We will. Okay. The nanny was sleeping, and the sound of gunfire woke her up. When the police arrived, they saw blood on the door and several bullet holes.
Several?
Yes. The police officer couldn't open the door because her body was there, so he pushed his way inside. When he saw her, he knew she was dead. And there was a child sitting on the couch.
That's too bad he had to move her body, because just the way she was positioned may have given them clues. But the way he had to push his way in may have altered the crime scene a little bit. But I don't know if that'll be relevant.
That child and 2 other children were escorted to safety, so they were okay.
The kids were sitting on the couch by the body?
They were sitting on the couch. So the police officer...
Well, obviously close to the body, though. Holy cow, that's traumatic. Okay.
Yes, it was traumatic. There were shell casings on the ground, and there was a cluster of bullet holes by the door. And there was blood on the outside bottom of the door, so the police suspected it was an ambush. It looked like the shooter...
Oh, like she opened the door.
Yes.
And then as soon as she opened the door, she got shot.
Yes.
There was blood so the blood sprayed back outside of the house. Oh,
Yes.
man, that's brutal.
It looked like the shooter was hiding behind the corner, and when she opened the door, the person fired 4 shots. Then reached in through the doorway and fired the final 3 shots. So there were 7 shots altogether. Yeah,
7
overkill.
shots, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
this person really wanted her dead.
Very bad. 7 shots is crazy.
Alisha didn't stand a chance. And she was only there to babysit her nieces and nephew. Her sister, Amanda, was away on a business trip.
Wait a second. So unless somebody specifically knew that Alisha was babysitting that night, well, actually, that actually would help. Because if it was somebody that knew Alisha was babysitting, that should actually narrow the list of suspects. Or the alternative is somebody was there to kill Amanda, and Alisha opened the door and they didn't recognize that it wasn't her.
Guess we'll find out. So her sister Amanda was away on a business trip. She was the children's mother. Isaiah, Amanda's son, who was sitting on the couch downstairs, was horrified after seeing what happened.
Yeah.
So Amanda's husband was a person of interest.
So he obviously wasn't home. Are they divorced?
I believe they're separated.
Okay.
Maybe divorced now, I'm not sure. Alisha's husband was a person of interest. The police spoke to him, and he told them he was at work, and the police were able to confirm that.
Okay, so at this point now we're probably assuming, well, I'm assuming, the audience is probably assuming that Alisha and her husband must be estranged in some way if the police are suspecting him.
No, they actually just recently got married. They just always suspect, they always suspect the husband or the wife.
With good reason, but okay, all right. So we're not sure at this point then. So they're just recently married.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt somebody's going to kill their wife if they're just recently married, but stranger things have happened.
Yes. So the police couldn't find anybody with a reason to hurt her. There was no indication of robbery, burglary, or sexual assault. The police traced her last movements. The nanny went to bed around midnight, and this happened just before 2 a.m.
Wait, the shooting happened just before 2 a.m.
Yes. The police went door to door to see if anybody had any information. Somebody told police they heard a couple of shots, and when he looked out the window, he saw somebody about 6 feet tall, dressed in dark clothing, running down the driveway.
How the hell did you know if the person was 6 feet tall looking from a distance?
I don't know. That's what he said.
What year was this again?
2017.
Okay, so ring cameras existed, so there's a good chance that they might be able to find something on a ring cam somewhere.
Yep.
Or at least a decent chance, a fighting chance.
He saw amber lights of a car flashing, like somebody clicked their key fob or something.
Yeah, like unlocking the door.
Yeah. The police officer believed it could have been Amanda's ex-husband, Kevin Lewis.
Oh, Amanda has an ex. Yeah, okay.
The sister.
This to me is a much better suspect because maybe doesn't know Amanda's on a business trip. Maybe she hasn't told him, and so he shows up to kill her and accidentally kills her sister.
The police had been there on several occasions for domestic disturbances.
Oh.
It was clear that this was a directed attack on Amanda.
Well, it seems pretty clear, and this guy's got a history of violence, obviously. So, obviously we don't know if it's him or not, and you have to the evidence will tell the story. But if I'm the cops, definitely that guy is like numero uno. We got to find this guy and talk to him.
Amanda thought for sure it was Kevin because he had assaulted her. He threatened to kill her. He was ex-military, so he had a lot of training.
Okay, so we're after the point where the police have notified Amanda then.
Yes, I'm sure they told Amanda at this point.
Yeah, well, because if she's saying that she's suspecting her husband.
Yes. Amanda went to court to get a protective order against him, and he already violated that order during the months leading up to Alisha's murder.
Right, okay. Not only is he violent towards her, but he also has no respect for the law.
No, exactly.
So we know what kind of person we're dealing with here.
He was sneaking around the house trying to get in. His children were even afraid of him.
That night?
No, just on other occasion.
Right.
He would try to sneak in the house. Even though there was a protective order in place, he would try to sneak in the house. So at this point, even his kids are afraid of him.
Okay, this guy's a real piece of crap.
Yes. What does that tell you if your kids are afraid of you, right?
Yeah.
So, weeks before Alisha was murdered, Amanda was savagely beaten by her ex-husband as she was getting out of the car.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at the fact that she was beaten. I'm just like, the evidence against this guy that makes it look like him is just a mile long. Well, it's all circumstantial evidence at this point, but it's pretty damning circumstantial evidence. I'd convict him just based on this.
Yeah, for real. She was coming home late, and as she was getting out of the car, she was immediately hit on her head.
Jeez.
She was hit over and over again. She couldn't see who it was, but she knew it was her ex-husband.
Did it say if she was hit with, was he punching her or hitting her or something?
She just said she was hit over and over again.
Okay, yeah.
She couldn't see him, right?
Yeah. She probably didn't see the weapon either or whatever was hitting her.
But because she could not identify him, he couldn't be arrested, right? The police knocked on Kevin's door at 5 a.m. He didn't seem surprised about the shooting. But he did seem surprised when he found out that his wife was not the victim. And she was okay.
He did it. This guy's guilty.
He didn't seem concerned about his children either.
Yeah, no, he's a piece of
crap.
Piece of you-know-what.
He told police he was home all night. His roommate, mother, and sister told police they were all at home that night.
Yeah, his family's all pieces of crap, probably too, lying to cover. Well, again, we have to get evidence before we can prove anything, but I'm believing that wherever this guy was raised by, these people are just like, well, similar to him at the very least.
Mm-hmm. The police didn't believe they were telling the truth.
Yeah, neither do I.
They scouted the area for a video camera. And there were 2 homes close to Kevin's home that had video cameras.
Like video cameras, not Ring cameras, like actual video cameras.
Surveillance cameras. Surveillance cameras,
Good.
yeah.
Okay. Helpful, hopefully.
The police reviewed the video and discovered that Kevin lied.
And his family. They might all be guilty now of they're definitely impeding an investigation, I guess. I don't know.
Is that what it's called? A conspiracy or something? I don't know.
I think to catch a conspiracy charge, you'd have to prove that they were involved in planning it ahead of time. After the fact, it could be like some type of charge for impeding an investigation, or I forget what they call it, but there's another one where you like basically help somebody after the fact. But
the camera captured a car arriving at Kevin's house at 1:12 a.m. on the morning of the murder. About 2 minutes later, they see somebody enter that car that looked like Kevin. At 1:15 a.m., the car pulled away with Kevin inside.
Oh, so there's at least 2 people involved in this.
The car returned to Kevin's house at 1:34 a.m., and Kevin got out and went back inside, and the car left. The first call from the nanny was at 1:56 a.m.
Right, okay. So after she heard the gunshot, she was probably hiding and waiting to make sure it was safe. So that's why there's a little bit of distance in the time.
So Kevin was inside his house when the shots were fired. If you're looking for true crime merch with a great fit and feel, look no further. Crystal Kiss has a wide selection of clothes to brighten up your wardrobe. I like to wear clothes that make a fashion statement and says something about me. Like, our true crime and chocolate design describes me very well. I love chocolate and I love watching true crime, so they go hand in hand. Our hoodies are so soft and can be paired with one of our true crime joggers to make a super comfy outfit. Our true crime t-shirts fits true to size. For a night out, throw on a pair of heels and a crop top. Whatever you're doing, Crystal Kiss has you covered. You people in the US, get free shipping. You can also use discount code MURDER15, that's MURDER15, and save 15% off your entire order. Check out our wicked selection of true crime merch today at crystalkiss.com.
Wait, what?
Because he went back to his house at 1:34 a.m. and the nanny called the police at 1:56 a.m.
That's only 22 minutes, though. Was the nanny just hiding because she was scared before she called the police? Or did she call the police?
No, she called the police right away.
Oh.
So Kevin went in his house at the time.
Wow, that's a crazy coincidence that he left right before it happened and just got home before it happened. I'm still not buying he's not involved, though. This might be some kind of cover-up. Like maybe somebody else walked into the house to make it look like he went back home. Anyways, I'm just speculating. Carry on.
The police collected evidence at the crime scene, the casings and bullets, and they were sent to the crime lab. The Russian ammunition used was unique, and the police knew that Walmart carried it. So the police contacted Walmart to see if there had been any recent purchases. Walmart had footage of somebody purchasing the Russian ammunition. He fit the description of the man running away from the crime scene.
A 6-foot-tall man.
I know.
That could be 20% of the population.
Yes, that could be pretty much anybody. The police got the receipt record and were able to get the name of the person who bought the Russian ammunition.
Yeah, here we go.
The police did a background check on this person, and they didn't have anything to do with Alisha's murder. He had a rock-solid alibi for the time of the murder.
Right, okay. So coincidence.
So the search for the killer had stalled. Then the police received a call from a woman in Spokane. She said she was at a party, and a woman started bragging about a murder in Everett. Some people are stupid, eh? Like
a woman.
You commit a murder and you're just talking, bragging about it.
This happens all the time.
It's crazy. That's how you get caught. It's so stupid. She knew that Alisha was shot in the head, but the police never released that information.
Okay, so Kevin's girlfriend, maybe? There's got to be somebody that's jealous of her if she wanted to kill her.
She also mentioned the fact the shooter shot from a corner, and that wasn't released either. She said the woman's first name is Angelica. So the girl, the tipster, the person who called in the tip, said that the person who was bragging, their name is Angelica.
Oh, the person talking about the crime was Angelica. Okay.
Yeah. The police asked the tipster if Angelica confessed to the murder. She said Angelica's boyfriend, Jeriden Phelps, fired the shots.
Okay.
The tipster also knew that Angelica and her boyfriend did not mean to kill Alisha. She said they killed the wrong person.
Yeah, I figured that from the jump. So and Amanda and her husband are divorced, right? Because he's abusive. So was Amanda? Maybe, okay, carry on.
Amanda was the intended target of the attack.
Naturally.
One of the police officers, a social media expert, reviewed social media posts of young women who matched the description of Angelica given by the tipster.
So they didn't have a last name. They were trying to identify who she is.
Yes, exactly. The police found out that Angelica was not her real name. Her real name is Alexis Hale.
Oh, okay. That's devious. She goes to a party and tells people her name is a different name and then brags about committing a crime.
Well, she probably thought, I'm not going to give my real name. They'll never know it's me. Cops always have a way. There's a way of finding stuff out. They got Jeriden's information as well. He was active on Twitter and Instagram. Crystal Phelps is his aunt.
Crystal Phelps.
Yes. Crystal Phelps. So the shooter was Jeriden Phelps. And Crystal Phelps, who was also on his Instagram, I guess maybe one of his followers, was his aunt. Crystal Phelps is Kevin's, which is Amanda's ex-husband, mother.
Oh, okay. I see how we're coming back to this.
So Jeriden Phelps is Kevin Lewis's cousin.
Right.
Okay. At 3:47 a.m., after the murder of Alisha, Alexis Hale posted a video of Jeriden fanning $100 bills on Snapchat.
He got paid $100 bills to kill her? It doesn't seem that they got paid very much.
She posted a picture of herself with a gun, which police believe is a murder weapon. I know. It's ridiculous.
People are so unbelievably stupid.
I know. It's ridiculous. You might as well just say, I did it. Yeah. Come get me. I'm at this address. I
mean, people they can't resist posting on social media so much that they actually admit to the commission of their own crimes. And this is not the first case. I hear about these kind of cases all the time. You listen to news or podcasts or radio or stuff. There's so many cases where the police go on somebody's social media and it's there they are with the drugs. There they are with the gun. It's just crazy.
Yep. At around 12:49 a.m., Alexis posted a video on Interstate 405.
Yeah, because when you post a video, there's geocaching so they can track back to the GPS coordinates when the video was posted.
Bingo. So it gave the police an exact location of her phone.
Stupid.
The police got a search warrant for her cell phone data and GPS coordinates, which is what you just said. It appears Kevin showed Jeriden Phelps where Amanda's house was located. Jeriden's phone was tracked to Amanda's house. Oh,
that's probably why they drove the first time. He probably showed it where it was, then drove back home so he had a cover, and then his idiot cousin went off and did it. And then him not realizing that his cousin's so goddamn stupid that he's going to post everything about this on social media like an idiot.
The police had to get Kevin off the street because Amanda was still out there with her kids. So the police arrested and charged Kevin with domestic abuse. They had to because she was still alive.
Yeah.
So they had to protect her. So they had to get him off the streets, right?
Yeah, because whoever did this that was targeting her, it got somebody else, so they might come back and get her.
Yes.
Try to come back and get her.
Most definitely, yes. So the police arrested and charged Kevin with domestic abuse. Then they arrested Jeriden Phelps and Alexis Hale. The police talked to Jeriden Phelps. Jeriden Phelps admitted that Kevin Phelps paid him to kill Amanda. He said he was given the money that night he picked up Kevin in front of his house.
When he got in the car, he did something. What was that?
He gave me money.
Okay, $2,400?
Correct.
Did he show you anything?
A picture
Of?
somebody.
Okay. Did you know it was his wife?
No, sir.
She came to the door. I was standing right at that corner. She peeked her head out. By the third or fourth shot, she closed the door again.
What did you do as she closed the door?
I stepped onto the porch and opened the door. I think I let two more off.
Did you close the door or did you just run at that point?
I ran.
It will never fail to amaze me how stupid and easily convinced people are of things. Could you imagine being willing to commit a murder for $2,400 to exchange your potential freedom? And in this case, this man has to know how stupid he is. He has to know, I'm so stupid, I'm going to commit this crime and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to have murdered somebody and spend 20 or 40 more years of my life in prison for $2,400.
I know.
If you just got a job somewhere making $30 an hour, in 2 weeks you'd make $2,400.
I know.
So that's 2 weeks to make it versus spending the rest of your life in jail. And I don't think this person has a conscience, so he probably doesn't have a guilty conscience. But he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Carry on. It's the level of stupidity. It's hard to comprehend.
No, it's true. I totally agree with you, man. Okay, so afterwards, Jordan did a videotape walkthrough at the crime scene. He said Alexis knocked on Amanda's front door, and they believed that she would open the door for a young girl. Now, I myself would not.
No, you're paranoid. You're paranoid, but paranoid with good reason.
Yeah, make that clear. If I don't care if you are wearing like a bonnet and you have a baby in your hand, if you come to my house at 3:00 in the morning and I don't know you, I am not opening my door.
Correction. If somebody knocks on our door, you don't answer it no matter what.
No, I don't.
If you don't suspect somebody's coming over, you won't answer the door.
No, I will not.
I have knocked on the door and then and then had to call you to let you know that I'm the one knocking on the door before you answer it.
I will not open the door for strangers. No, I won't.
Forget strangers. She won't answer the door. She won't answer the door for me. She will only answer the door if she's suspecting somebody that she wants to come over, and then they knock on the door around the time that she suspects that they'll be over.
If you don't tell me you're coming over, if you don't send me a text, hey Wendy, I'm coming over, or call me and let me know you're coming, you'll be staying outside for a long time, bro. Because you have to let me know you're coming. Okay, let's make that clear. So if a person I did not know came to my house at 2:00 in the morning, are you crazy? I would call the police. I would not open my door.
She wouldn't open the door at 2 p.m., let alone 2 a.m. Anyway,
exactly.
Let's carry on.
Carry on, yes. So anyways, so Jared hid around the corner. Later on, he realized he murdered the wrong person. His account matched the evidence found at the crime scene. Alexis pled guilty to first-degree murder. Jaredin was sentenced to 31 and a half years in prison. And Alexis Hale got 15 years in prison.
Accomplice, yeah.
Kevin was found guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, as well as solicitation to commit murder, for which he was sentenced to live in prison without the possibility of parole.
Did he plead guilty? Or they took plea deals to testify against him because the police really wanted to put him in jail forever to keep Amanda safe.
Yes, because he's the mastermind.
Yeah.
Right?
And if he ever gets in theory, if these two morons ever get out of jail, they might not represent a risk to Amanda because they don't really have any skin in the game. But the husband is who they want to keep in jail forever.
Of course, yeah.
Although he could try to organize an assassination attempt from within prison, but it's a lot harder because everything's monitored.
He has since tried to appeal the verdict, but even the Supreme Court of Washington denied his motions on May 8th, 2024, so recently.
Because it's obvious, and there's no reason to let him out.
With their denial, he lost his final appeal motion. Today, at the age of 37, Kevin is incarcerated at the Mixed Security Washington State Penitentiary, MSC, in Walla Walla, Washington, where he is expected to remain for the rest of his natural life.
Rotten there, buddy.
And he is forbidden to have any contact with Jaredin, Alexis, Amanda, and their children for the rest of his life.
Well, at least it's justice.
Yes, it is. I mean, and it's sad that
obviously,
her sister had to...
Nothing you can do about that now, because what's happened has happened, but there is some justice there at least.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that Amanda's sister had to lose her life for no reason. She was just there to babysit.
But at least the mother of the children, it sounds callous. All I'm thinking, my thinking is that thank God the children's mother didn't die. But very unfortunate that that the woman's little sister had to die.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. So that's it. And we mean no disrespect. All of our resources are in the show notes. And for everyone out there who knew Alisha Canales-McGuire, we're very sorry for your loss.
Yep.
And before we head out, we just wanted to mention again, we do have a store called crystalkiss.com.
Yep, go there and check out your favorite true crime merch. And we also have a
Patreon.
That's right, Patreon people. We do a second episode on Patreon, so go there, check it out. Prices are incredible, and maybe some other extra little amenities here and there. There's like a community portion too, so people can go on there and chat about their favorite episodes or favorite cases. But go there, get your bonus episode.
Yep. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.